Welcome back to the Speedhorn channel. And my main project right now, this is a 2001 Iveco Eurocargo 4x4. Military reserve. I bought it with virtually no mileage on it at all. I think it's got something like, it had like 3,000 kilometers. I think it's got 30,000 kilometers now. I lived in the back of this truck on the beach in the south of Spain over 10 years. I then sold it to my neighbour when I bought a house, and he literally just abandoned it. He left the country. It was there at the bottom of my garden on his land, rotting away for a long time. I then bought it back off him for only 7,000 euros. I paid originally £18,000 plus VAT for the chassis cab. And then you're about to see all the stuff that I've got inside it. It is epic, but it was rotten, really rotten. There's a pie in the background. Hopefully it's not going to set the copyright off. So as you can see, I am well and truly stuck into this. This here is, in Spanish they call it a panel sandwich. It's 2 layers of fiberglass with foam in between, which you can see here. The original box is made of wood with fiberglass on both sides. There's a few problems with that. One, it's very heavy. And the other one is that it doesn't insulate very well, so it also has insulation on the inside. Whilst I was repairing this, I thought to myself, what is the best way of doing this? This, in my opinion, is the best way of doing it. The only issue is now that really the whole rest of the truck should be done. A couple of videos back, I mentioned that I'm going to be living off YouTube by the end of next year. That is absolutely true, to an extent, because on my Spanish channel, which I'll put a link to below, I am always doing projects. And this is the main project at the moment, and the projects generally do make money. That is the idea. So this is for sale once I finish it. It's English registered, right-hand drive. I'm going to be taking it up to England to sell it. It'll be on eBay at some point. It'll be on eBay at some point soon, because I plan to go to the SEMA show in Las Vegas at the end of October. This has to be done in England and sold by then. So I've got a lot to do, but I'm going to show you around, show you what's going on here. Yesterday, literally yesterday, I was finishing off the front here. So the next problem comes here. As you can see, this is good and solid. But up the top there's a bit of rot that I missed that's going to have to be cut out and replaced. The other side's good, the other side's perfect. But, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing there. I'm going to be repairing it with fiberglass, I think. On the inside here, this cupboard door was literally just put in the other day. As you can see, there is virtually nothing in there at all. This was the heater locker, and here is the heater. It's an Iveco water heater that's going to be going back into it. Jesus Christ, the grass has been growing down there. It has radiators, blown air heating and underfloor heating, all running off the Iveco diesel heater. It's super economical, uses virtually no diesel. This truck has a 500 litre diesel tank on it. Just not an issue running something like a small heater like that off it. It will go forever. And there is the custom-made diesel tank. I think it is just about 500 litres. And this here is a table for when you sat on the beach having your barbecue out here somewhere. You have a place to put your stuff. Custom made aluminium ladder specifically for the job. The ladder lives on the inside of the door, like so. And we also have a super silent generator, although the lid's not on it at the moment, which is being painted, smarten it up a little bit. I've just given this a full service, a brand new carburetor. The guy I sold it to accidentally put water in the fuel tank. He obviously got confused which filler was for the water for the caravan and which one was the petrol for the generator. It's absolutely fine. The inside of the carburetor was not fine. It was very, very rusty. I have had it running good to go again. 6 kilowatts will run everything. It used to run a big sound system and the 2,500 watts
battery charger that's in it. It had ginormous batteries in it when I was living in it, but I mean ginormous. They were Heathrow Airport backup batteries, 2 blocks of them in the back. There was literally enough power to run this vehicle, several others, and put like a 3K sound system on all night long.
So as we're out here, I'll keep going round. We get round to the back, and in the back, there is some cool stuff. Okay, so the water tanks, well, one of the water tanks is out at the minute because all of the batteries and cages and everything that held them into place were in here. So this is being cleaned out at the moment. I will be putting new big batteries in. They're not going to be stupid big like the old ones. These here are 2 of the 4 cages I had in there that held the batteries. These things are so heavy I can't pick them up. So imagine how much they weighed when they were full of batteries. I think we actually weighed a cube and it was 1.2 tons. So I had, 1.2 tons of batteries in the boot of the truck. When you're living in it full time, it's really necessary to have lots and lots of power. If you're, adventure driving or something, you don't want to be carrying 1.2 tons around with you. Enough that you can run your laptop and your, blah, blah, blah. But of course, this truck has a washing machine. And it used to be able to run the washing machine without starting the generator. That is completely unnecessary. Just start the generator. Okay, so here in the back we have a crane. Oh yeah, baby. So the crane folds out, and this was specifically built to size to hold a Honda CR500 because it was the bike I had at the time. I still have a Honda CR500. If you've seen a couple of videos back, a tour of my garage, it is now being converted into a snow bike, which is well handy. It doesn't fit in the back anymore as a snow bike. If you take the ski off, it does actually. And we have used this truck to lower the snow bike with the crane onto the snow, because obviously snow bikes are really difficult to move around in a car park without wheels. Fold up tow ball. It looks like the electrical connectors got damaged there. That's going to need to be fixed. I have ordered new light lenses because that is broken. Lockers all the way around. Not much to see in there. They're just big empty spaces. In here we have, again, the space where the batteries will live. This is a chainsaw locker. Well, at least that's what it says on it. Chainsaw locker. In here is the air conditioning. Again, there's a bit more storage, but basically all of this needs sorting out. It's just full of rubbish at the moment. And then a bit further around, this is what I was just working on yesterday, at the end of yesterday. This is the gas locker. This is where the gas bottle lives. There's space in there for 2 European-sized gas bottles. More space. Brake booster. I don't even know what that is. It's not mine. And that's where the truck batteries go. Truck batteries, air filter, exhaust, and the all-important shut-off, because it's an absolute pain in the ass when you forget to turn the batteries off, park up for a month, and then it won't start. I can't show you around the cab right now because it's up like this, but you can probably see it has Honda Civic Type R seats in it. The interior is pretty mint, really, because it's brand new. It's a few cracks in the dash from the sunshine, but that is literally it. Other than that, it's absolutely immaculate. Roof rack, that's where the spare wheel lives, on the roof of the cab. And then obviously what everyone wants to see, which is in an absolute state because I've had to take it all apart to rebuild the front. So we'll start at the back, which has a double bed that is covered in junk right now. Well, it's not junk, it's the pieces that have been removed from here to rebuild the front end. Bose surround sound system, normal sound system, wine rack, fridge. This is a bad boy inverter. That's a €2,500 inverter, at least it was when I bought it a long time ago. This is 2,000 watts inverted power, so you can run power tools and big stuff like the washing machine off it. It also is an automatic switchover. So when you plug into shore power or you start the generator, shore power, I'm talking like it's a boat. When you plug into like a campsite or you start the generator, then it automatically switches over. It also automatically charges the batteries with an inbuilt battery charger as soon as you plug in or start the generator. It's epic. You don't have to think, you just do what you want and that sorts it out. You will notice that there's a lot of heating in here because I used to snowboard in it a lot. Water heater, underfloor heating you can actually see at the moment because I've lifted it all up. There was a radiator in there, there's another one that goes at the front, and the air conditioning does hot as well. I don't like the cold! So I went completely overboard. I love snowboarding and I don't like the cold. This is absolutely unbelievable. We were sleeping in like minus 40 degrees with 1.5 meters of snow outside. We woke up in the mornings and the snow was up to the top of the ladder. And in here we were toasty. Really, really nice. This here normally is an L-shaped sofa that actually converts into a single bed. The oven, which is a LPG full house oven, because I think these camper ovens are crap. They're way too small. You can't put a full-size turkey in it. It's like, what's the point? Why not just put a full-size oven in your camper? So I did. Oven lives in here. The reason that it is out at the moment is because of this union here that we have to seal up still. Cooker, there's a hood that goes up the top, which is there. And then we get to the ginormous work. This cupboard had to be removed completely, which is a shame. This was all the electronics, the fuses, the plugs, the sound system, DVD player, telly, antenna. It was the most complicated cupboard to remove. Absolute pain in the arse. I've got to rebuild it. And then coming into here, brand new toilet being put in it. The shower is about to start getting put back in. This is a wall up here with a shower door. And then this here is, the top part is all wardrobe and the bottom part is all the heating system. As you can see, this is going to start getting put back together real soon. I'm suffering real bad with the heat, because obviously most of what I'm doing at the moment is on the outside. It's white, it's very reflective, and it's very, very hot during the day. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning now. It's absolutely lovely. The temperature's perfect. Within 2 hours, it will be too hot. It's a real struggle. I've got the AC working on the inside, so once I get to being able to work on the inside, then I'm going to be a lot cooler. Although, obviously, all of the chop saws and the big equipment for making cutting all the wood up and everything, I'm going to have to go outside. It won't physically fit in here, and I don't want it full of sawdust anyway. Interesting. It's being a lot of fun. Like I say, I've only got 97 days to finish this project. It's all happening. It's happening on the Spanish channel, all in Spanish. You can put subtitles on if you're interested to see it. And if there's enough interest, I might well translate some of them, or start from now actually doing them both in Spanish and English and uploading them here. Who's interested in seeing this build? I don't want to sell it. I won't want to sell it. The only reason that I will sell it is because it's right-hand drive English. It can't be imported into Spain. So I won't be able to use it because I am a Spanish resident with a Spanish driving license. Thanks, Brexit. I'm going to get into the Spanish systems as far as the technical inspection, their equivalent of the MOT, the import process and the problems, because I know a lot about this, having run a garage for a long time. All of my vehicles being unusual, most of them not being European. I have lots of American cars. I'm going to be putting up some pointers so that people don't get in trouble when trying to import something like this. On the roof we have loads of solar panels. 6 220 watt panels is absolutely plenty, even when you have ginormous batteries. It's plenty in Spain. If you live somewhere like the UK where it basically rains all the time, you might even want to add some more. There's space for more. But 6 for me was absolutely brilliant. One of the things that's most fun about this project is someone painted it by hand with what is presumed is just house paint. All of that has to come off to paint it, so that is a mission. It's an absolute bloody mission. It's more of a mission when you have checker plate like this and you can't just flat sand it. So that is going to be a lot of fun. As you can see, it was really nice underneath, and it will be really nice again. I'm thinking light grey, like a Nardo grey, a really light grey. Black at the bottom like it was. The cab is absolutely mint. I'm just going to polish it a little bit. And I think, yeah, the box light grey with maybe a little bit of black and red graphics on it, which is basically what it had before. And then someone painted over them with a roller or a brush or something. The truck itself is epic. 210 horsepower, 5.9 Iveco motor with 4x4. It has diff locks on the centre and rear. It really is seriously impressive off-road. And it's fast. It is proper fast. Being registered as a motorhome, it doesn't actually have to have a speed limiter in it. It can go as fast as you want to go. The speed limiter is currently removed. It will sit in the fast lane on the motorway. It'll do about 70 miles an hour. The issue with that is removing the speed limiter removes the speedo. So you don't know how fast you're going. Bit of a pain in the ass. It doesn't have to have a tacho. So
you do have to have a HGV license to drive it. It is 10 tons. So there you go. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you're interested in buying it, it's going to be for sale within the next few months when it's done. So, thank you very much for watching the video. Take it easy, guys.